Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another theory test show. This is number 17. As you can see, I've got Mark again helping.
Evening. Okay, let's go through some chat. So, D. Harris first in saying a good evening, Dana and Mark. Evening, D.
Evening, Dave.
D also says evening, Gillian. Gillian's dot says good evening, Dana and Mark. Evening, Gillian.
Evening, man.
And Gillian says good evening, D. And that's it.
We're good.
I think it's the top one, isn't it?
Yeah, but the top one gives you the hazard perception as well.
Yeah, I don't think you have to do that, Dana. At the end, you can skip it.
All right.
What's the first thing you must do if you have a collision while you're driving your car? Stop at the scene of the incident. Call the emergency services. Call your insurance company. Stop only if someone waves at you.
Stop immediately.
Stop at the scene of the incident.
Yeah.
You plan your route before starting a journey. Why should you also plan an alternative route? You may find you have to pay a congestion charge. Your original route may be blocked.
Yeah.
Your maps may have different scales. You may get held up by a tractor. Your original route may be blocked. What may help to deter a thief from stealing your car? Always keeping the headlights on. Fitting reflective glass windows. Etching the registration number on the windows. Always keeping the interior light on.
I think interior light that's going to shine onto stuff that you don't want people to see.
Fitting reflective glass windows. Always keeping the headlights on. Etching the registration number on the windows.
Keeping the headlights on?
But isn't that going to drain your battery?
Yes. The glass one reflected glass, but isn't that illegal?
Mm-hmm.
So then it's scratching your registration into the window.
Etching the registration number on the windows.
But don't know how that can help. Oh, but
Which type of glasses would make driving at night more difficult? Bifocal, tinted, half moon, round.
right. So half moon is just half your glasses. Bifocal is the one with little length for reading. So I think that's going to be hard.
Tinted.
Tint.
Round.
I don't think half moon or round. I think they're fine.
Tinted. Bifocal.
I think bifocal.
What's another word for tinted glasses? When would you wear them?
On the sun.
Yeah, but you're driving at night.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the ones that kind of, when you walk into different daylight, change.
What does this sign mean?
So it's a tram, and it's give way.
Wait at the barriers. Give way to trams. Give way to farm vehicles. wait at the crossroads. Why are vehicles fitted with rear fog lights? To warn drivers following closely to drop back. To make them more visible when driving at high speed. To make them more visible in thick fog. To show when they've broken down in a dangerous position.
So to be more visible in thick fog.
What's the national speed limit for a car or motorcycle on a motorway?
Right. 70 miles an hour. Yeah, I think 60 is dual carriageway.
Planning your route before setting out can be helpful. How can you do this? Look in a motoring magazine. Try to travel at busy times. Print or write down the route. Only visit places you know. You're in a tunnel and you see this sign. What does it mean? Beware of pedestrians. No footpath ahead. Direction to an emergency pedestrian exit. Beware of pedestrians crossing ahead. No access for pedestrians. What does this sign mean? Service area 30 miles ahead. Minimum speed 30 mph. Lay-by 30 miles. Maximum speed 30 mph.
Now, I know it's a minimum maximum speed, which I always use, but I think it's minimum speed. So I think it's like the minimum you can go. But
For how long is a statutory off-road notification, an SORN, valid? Until the vehicle is taxed, sold, or scrapped. Until the vehicle is repaired or modified. Until the vehicle is insured and MOT'd. Until the vehicle is used on the road. Until the vehicle is taxed, sold, or scrapped.
yep, I think
You're turning right at a crossroads. An oncoming driver is also turning right. What's the advantage of turning behind the oncoming vehicle? You'll have more time to turn. You have a clearer view of any approaching traffic. You'll use less fuel because you can stay in a high gear. You'll be able to turn without stopping.
right. So hang on.
You're turning right
Right.
at a crossroads. An oncoming driver is also turning right. What's the advantage of turning behind the oncoming vehicle?
So basically, you're both facing each other, and but you're both going to the same way.
Mm.
That's how I'm picturing it.
You'll have more time to turn.
No,
You have a clearer view of any approaching traffic.
I think it could be that one. I don't think it's this
You'll
one.
use less fuel
No.
because you can stay in a high gear. You'll be able to turn without stopping.
Could be that one. But I think I'm going to go where you have more clear view.
What colour are the reflective studs along the left-hand edge of the motorway?
Red.
Where does this marking normally appear on a road? Just before a no entry sign. Just before a stop sign. Just before a no through road sign. Just before a give way sign.
Just before stop sign.
Whoa.
But I'm
You're not sure?
yeah. I know the way I'm picturing it is it's normally on the floor, and you know and then you come through a junction, and then you've got the main road coming. That's what I think it's the stop set. But I think I'm way off.
No, you're on the right track. You're definitely on the right track.
So it could be give way.
But what shape is it?
Triangle, upside down triangle.
Just have a good think about it.
Right. So the triangles on information on order.
Okay. So what shape is a stop sign?
Round.
Is it? Remember, this is a universal sign around the world.
Well, okay.
Octagonal.
Yeah.
What shape is that?
A triangle.
What shape is a giveaway sign?
Triangle.
Could there be something there?
Yeah.
On a road where trams operate, which vehicles will be most at risk from the tram rails? Buses, cars, lorries, cycles.
Cycle, because I've got thinner wheels.
Your vehicle breaks down on a motorway and you manage to stop on the hard shoulder. What should you do if you use your mobile phone to call for help? Wait in the car for the emergency services to arrive. Phone a friend and ask them to come and collect you. Check your location from the nearest marker posts beside the hard. Stand at the rear of the vehicle while making the call. Your vehicle breaks down on a motorway and you manage to stop on the hard shoulder. What should you do if you use your mobile phone to call for help? Check your location from the nearest marker posts beside the hard shoulder.
Yeah, I think because then if you're ringing up to get some help, they'll know where you are.
Stand at the rear of the vehicle while making the call.
But then you could be in danger because then I think.
What hazards should you be especially aware of if you're turning left into a side road? Traffic congestion, parked vehicles, one-way street, pedestrians.
Right, so turn left.
What hazards should you be especially aware of if you're turning left into a side road?
Pedestrians.
You're stopped at the side of the road. What must you do if you'll be waiting there for some time? Switch off the radio. Apply the steering lock. Switch off the engine. Use your headlights.
Switch off the engine.
You're approaching this roundabout. What should you do when a cyclist is keeping to the left while signaling to turn right? Allow them space to turn. Assume they're turning left. Sound your horn. Overtake them.
Allow them space.
What would be affected if you carry a very heavy load on your vehicle? The vehicle's battery, the vehicle's ventilation, the vehicle's handling, the vehicle's gearbox.
Handle them.
When would you use the right-hand lane of a two-lane dual carriageway?
Right hand lane.
When you're staying at the minimum allowed speed, when you're passing a side road on the left, when you're driving at a constant high speed, when you're turning right or overtaking.
When you're turning right or overtaking.
A casualty isn't breathing normally and needs CPR. At what rate should you press down and release on the center of their chest? 120 times per minute, 60 times per minute, 10 times per minute, 240 times per minute.
I think about 60 times a minute. That's... Yeah, be about 60 would be a bit much, won't it?
Well, think how fast a heartbeat goes. I mean, 10. So you're going to compress the chest 10 times per minute.
Yeah.
So that's what, a heartbeat every 10 seconds.
I think you hope to. Six, 60 is still a bit low, isn't it? But then
You're about to overtake a slow-moving motorcyclist. Which sign would make you take special care?
the wind.
What part of the car does the law require you to keep in good condition? The seatbelts,
Motion detected at the front door.
the transmission, the door locks, the gearbox.
Seatbelt.
You're about to start a journey in freezing weather. What part of your vehicle should you clear of ice and snow? The bumper.
Window.
You're about to drive your car. What should you do if you can't find the glasses you need to wear? Find a way of getting home without driving. Drive home at night so that the lights will help you. Borrow a friend's glasses and use those. Drive home slowly, keeping to quiet roads. Find a way of getting home without
driving, if you need your glasses.
Why should you slow down as you approach this hazard? Because it's hard to see to the right. Because of the level crossing. Because of approaching traffic. Because of animals crossing.
Because of the crossing. But then it's also hard to see on the right.
What must you do when you see this sign? Stop only if traffic is approaching. Stop only if a red light is showing. Stop even if the road is clear. Stop only if children are waiting to cross.
What must you do when you're overtaking a car at night? Make sure you don't dazzle other road users. Select a higher gear. Switch your headlights to main beam before overtaking. Flash your headlights before overtaking.
Make sure you don't dazzle other road users.
At an incident, someone is unconscious and you want to help. What would be the first thing to check? Whether their vehicle is insured, whether their airway is open, whether they're comfortable, whether they have any allergies.
Whether airways are open.
What should you do if your mobile phone rings while you're driving or riding? Leave it until you have stopped in a safe place.
Yep.
Pull up at the nearest curb. Stop immediately. Answer it immediately.
Leave it until you stop at a safe place.
You're driving in freezing conditions. What should you do as you approach a sharp bend? Firmly use your foot brake. Apply your parking brake. Coast into the bend. Slow down gently.
Slow down gently.
You're driving in the right-hand lane of a dual carriageway. What should you do if you see a sign showing that the right-hand lane is closed 800 yards ahead? Move to the left in good time. Move to the left immediately. Wait and see which lane is moving faster. Keep in that lane until you reach the queue.
Move it to the left in good time.
In order to supervise a learner driver, you need to have held a full driving license for the same category of vehicle for at least 3 years. What other requirement must you meet? To be an approved driving instructor, to have a car with dual controls, to hold an advanced driving certificate, to be at least 21 years old.
To be at least 21.
Where should you avoid overtaking? Approaching a dip in the road, on a 30 miles per hour road, in a one-way street, just after a bend.
Just after a bend.
Why? Think about it. Just after a bend. Can you see the road clearly ahead just after a bend?
If you come around, then you can straight, then you're straight. So the road ahead should be clear.
When should you avoid overtaking? So
A dip in the
Approaching a dip in the road.
so seeing that coming along, and then it goes down and come back up,
yeah.
and that then you won't be able to see what's on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it could be a one-way street.
At traffic lights, what does it mean when the amber light shows on its own? Prepare to go. Go if the way is clear. Stop at the stop line. Go if no pedestrians are crossing.
Prepare to go.
You're traveling behind a moped. What should you do if you want to turn left a short distance ahead? Pull alongside the moped and stay level until just before the junction. Stay behind until the moped has passed the junction. Sound your horn as a warning and pull in front of the moped. Overtake the moped before the junction.
Don't think it's too.
Pull alongside the moped and stay level until just before the junction. Stay behind until the moped has passed the junction.
One of them two.
So you're gonna driving along. You need to turn left. What's the safest option? Remember, because theory is safety.
He's in front of you. You're behind. Well, I would just probably stay behind till he passes.
Stay behind until the moped has passed the junction.
Yeah.
What does this sign mean? Level crossing without gate. Ahead only. Level crossing with gate. Crossroads.
Crossroads.
When should you use hazard warning lights? When warning oncoming traffic that you intend to stop. When your vehicle has broken down and is causing an obstruction.
Yep.
When you're double parked on a two-way road. When your direction indicators aren't working. Which vehicle should you allow extra room as you overtake them? Bicycle, road sweeper, lorry, tractor.
Bike. Then I'll say lorry because it's longer. But wind, a bike can shake and be unsteady. So I stick with bike.
You're driving on a busy main road. What should you do if you find that you're driving in the wrong direction? Turn around in a side road. Make a 3-point turn in the main road. Make a U-turn in the main road. Turn into a side road on the right and reverse into the main road. Turn around in a side road.
I think turn around on a side road.
Which instrument panel warning light would show that headlights are on main beam?
Oh, difficult if you've not been in a car.
I would say A.
Go where you got them.
You're travelling along a motorway. When are you allowed to overtake on the left? You're travelling along a motorway. When are you allowed to overtake on the left? When you can see well ahead that the hard shoulder is clear. When you warn drivers behind by signalling left. When the traffic in the right-hand lane is signalling right. When in queues and traffic to your right is moving more slowly than you are. When you can see well ahead that the hard shoulder is clear.
Yeah.
But what's the hard shoulder? Remember the hard shoulders for emergencies.
Yep. So it's probably yeah, anyways.
So if you overtake on the left on a hard shoulder, then you're breaking the law.
But this is saying when are you allowed?
When are you allowed?
When are you allowed to overtake on the left?
So
When you warn drivers behind by signalling left.
no.
When the traffic in the right-hand lane is signalling right. When in queues and traffic to your right is moving more slowly than you are.
That one.
What type of vehicle displays this yellow sign?
School bus.
What does this line across the road at the entrance to a roundabout mean? Traffic from the left has right of way. Give way to traffic from the right. You have right of way. Stop at the line.
Stop at the line.
Whoa. But
It's
what
not
if you're approaching a roundabout and it's clear? Can you proceed?
yes, because a stop line normally a dotted line.
Yeah. Okay. So this goes to rules of roundabouts.
So well, it's a give.
You have right of way.
But then you don't have right to way if it's
Okay then. So go through others.
Traffic from the left has right of way.
I would say it's that one.
Give way to traffic from the right.
Or
Okay,
give
so which way is the traffic going to be coming if you're approaching a roundabout? Which side, left or right?
the right hand side.
Okay.
Because the right hand right.
So from traffic from the left, would that have right of way?
No, because they'd be going the wrong way then.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You pull into a fuel station to fill up your vehicle with diesel. When the tank is full, you reach into the car, pick up your mobile phone and wallet, then walk into the shop to pay. There are a number of other vehicles parked on the forecourt and people standing around them. When you get to the cash desk, you look out of the window in order to check what pump number you have used and see that someone is leaning into your car, apparently searching for valuables. Realizing that you cannot quickly get back to the car, you reach into your pocket to check that you have not left anything important in the vehicle.
What should you do to avoid fuel spillage? Check that your fuel gauge is working. Check that your tank is only 3/4 full. Check that you've used a locking filler cap. Check that your filler cap is securely fastened.
Yeah, check if your filler cap is tightened. And what was all that to do with?
Yeah, I know.
You're driving a car that has a diesel engine. What can a loose filler cap on your fuel tank cause? It can make the engine difficult to start. It can increase the level of exhaust emissions. It can improve your vehicle's fuel consumption. It can make the road slippery for other road users.
Road slippery.
What's the safest thing to do if you have to leave valuables in your car? Park near a school entrance. Park near a bus stop. Put them in a carrier bag. Lock them out of sight.
Locked out of sight.
How can you reduce the chances of your car being broken into when leaving it unattended? Park near a fire station. Place any valuables on the floor. Park near a taxi rank. Take all valuables with you.
Value with you.
What should you do when you leave your car unattended for a few minutes? Lock it and remove the key.
Yes.
Leave the engine running. Switch the engine off, but park near a traffic warden.
Lock it.
Okay, review and test. Right, so only 2 wrong, which is great. Well done. So first one, which I think is a CPR, yes.
Yeah.
So your heart rate normally beats between 60 and 90 beats per minute.
Yeah.
But if somebody is unconscious and you're performing CPR, you are needing to get that heart started and blood pumping around the body. So it's 120 times per minute. So it's more or less double. If you have do you have a smartwatch?
Yeah.
And do you have a heart rate monitor on your smartwatch?
It probably does have one.
Well,
Probably
normally
not.
something like that would say 80, 90 beats per minute. So you need to get it at 120 and get the heart pumping. Next one. So you're only ever supposed to go on green. So amber, red, you don't go, you don't move. So stop at the stop line. But that's a very easily mistaken one. Okay.
What I wanted to check was because I got it right.
Go
I
on.
think it was obvious was this one.
Yeah.
'Cause I got it right. Right, but it was B's indicate.
Yeah.
That's one left. And C and D is the one that I would have got wrong.
C is handbrake. And D would be an engine warning light or something. Or actually, no, sorry, D is your hazard lights. So A is fog lights, B is turn signal, C is parking brake or handbrake, and D is hazard warning lights.
So when you pull up and you walk down, you put that foot in.
Yeah.
And then the handbrake, so that if your handbrake's being cut or something.
No, it means that your handbrake is applied on.
All right.
Just telling you that you've applied the handbrake. Okay, so if you end review and click no, you could
put headphones on.
Oops. Right. Okay, I'll catch up with some of this chat.
Yeah.
So D says they're very focal. I think they tint in the sunlight and change clear going indoors or reverse. So yeah, that was the one about the tinted glasses. So you don't wear sunglasses while driving at night.
No.
Got Mark's Hobbies in saying who is learning. Evening, Mark's Hobbies.
Right.
D says evening. I think this evening to Mark's Hobbies. And then he corrects, yeah, at Mark's Hobbies. Sorry, wrote the wrong evening. It's Dano Learning. D says, trying to put you off with the daft story. Yeah. Gillian Dot says, well done, both of you. And D Harris says, good job, Dano. And there we go.
Well,
Ugh.
I have to find another way to.
At the end, it came up with a box. Would you like to sit the hazard perception test? You should have just clicked no, but you clicked yes.
Too
So
quick.
don't worry about it.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark Hobbies, I'm trying to get through my theory. So Mark's been helping us. One of the ones I'm struck. I feel like it's the hardest one thing to do. So I'm get this out of the way and then hopefully learn to drive and do a little vehicle.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Yep.
So you've come a long way though in what 17 shows.
Yeah.
So yeah. Come a long way in 17 shows. Okay, right. Well, when am I next live? Oh,
Tomorrow.
M60 UK tomorrow. Yes, I'm live then.
Yep.
And then Wednesday I'm live with PPM. So see you all then.
Yeah. Do we get that one shot?
Yeah. Mark's Hobby says I was wooed about the theory.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm not sure at the moment when I'm next doing another one of these, just because obviously I won't be wrote for next week yet.
yeah.
But as soon as I find out, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Okay, last bit of chat. Mark's Hobby says, but I did it the first time 3 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Lot of shit. So I think
No,
most of it is still the same.
It is more or less the same, but I mean, I did mine many years ago.
That's the thing, you can do it 20, 30 years ago. And everything's changed. But you're still passing, you can still, and it's the road, some of the roads have changed, but for some reason you've got to still know them, which is
just it goes in and never comes out.
yeah.
Okay, so
New things.
pardon?
So what new things, like obviously, like new technology, that like the smart motorways maybe weren't out when you pass your test, so you've got to know how they work.
Yeah, but it when you start driving and you pass your test, you just pick it up. It's just one of them things. So D Harris says, night both until next time. Dano, take more notice while travelling to work, signs and road markings.
Yeah.
I agree. So yeah, good night from me, and I'll catch everybody all next time.
Yep, night for me. Night.
Bye.